Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the
Sunshine.
blue sky.
Hey, good.
It's good we forgot what it looked like, didn't we?
Yes. It's David going. He's just looking around, doing his sniffy things.
Yes, indeed. Good job the weather's nice today, because it is... Oh, I don't know how good this is going to be for you guys with the wind. I apologise. There is actually a fiesta happening in town today. Lots of music, lots of bangers, all sorts.
And allegedly a small amount of alcohol may or may not be consumed.
Well, when I was at the supermarket earlier, there were some boys buying 2 shopping trolleys worth, and they actually sat there on top of the beer, on top of the shopping trolley, and just went down the hill towards the party. So I think there's going to be quite a bit of beer consumed.
Yes, I would suggest that not just boys will be allowed to purchase such things.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't mean little boys. I meant men.
I know Spain's a bit different and a bit more easygoing, but even they have rules.
They were in their 20s.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, so they are boys then, compared to us.
Exactly, that's
Old
why
wrinklies.
I said boys.
Kiddie winks.
See? The children. So on this week's video we have phase 2 of the kitchen diner.
Yes.
It's not called a corral anymore, it's called a kitchen diner.
Yes. So up in the corral, we're doing the next stage of the floor to turn it into a dining room. Aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
I'm never going to get you out of that one, am I?
No. Yeah. I'll try.
You'll try.
I'll try.
You're trying at the best of times, so I'm sure you won't succeed. So guys, watch the video. If you enjoy it, please consider hitting that thumbs up.
Yes.
Consider subscribing below.
Yes.
Any comments always welcome.
Yes.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Well, I might. Somebody might not if they don't stop being so cheeky. Right, well, after a couple of days off, i.e. weekend, Lillian works Monday to Friday at a real job, and so she deserves some time off. Sometimes when she gets home from work she doesn't feel like doing anything. That's fair enough, can't blame her. In the past couple of weeks it's been raining and it's been horrible weather, so we've been stuck inside with the dogs anyway. So I'm going to get back to doing this. I started to make some cuts and then it started to chuck it down again. So that was as far as I got. So I intend to get all of this done today and these put down, and hopefully, if all goes to plan, subject to weather, I'm going to start going that way. As you saw in the last video, we did the water change for the little tank, and now it's time I made water up for the big tank. We do have a bit, and that background noise you can hear is actually the water being made. I need to make 3 of those, 75 litres or thereabouts. And then that'll be put into a big black dustbin, which is all nice and clean, and that's what I use as my saltwater mixing station. All the upright tiles are now in place. I'm not going to wipe them down just yet because I want the adhesive to go off a little bit more yet. So all the other tiles, the floor tiles, obviously the spacings aren't correct. I've just finished just cutting them all to length. So, not looking bad, not looking bad. I need to make another mix of adhesive and get these down. What do you think?
Lillian to the rescue!
Yeah, well, you didn't have to actually say it, did you?
Now you done awesome. But sometimes it just takes 2 half brains to make something work.
Yes.
It feels like that sometimes.
Yes, it is. And it's the end of the day. I haven't got that much done. However, I got a lot done. All the tiles were a pain in the neck to cut. I just could not get cuts today. The other day when I did the other bit, it was awesome.
They just went bang, 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 no problem. This time, for some reason, they didn't. You can get days like that.
Yeah, my mind's not in it.
No, it's so easy to get frustrated by it as well and just think, enough, just walk away.
Yes.
But we just had to walk away weather-wise, so we haven't got that time to play with, unfortunately.
No. But the first tile of up here is down.
Just lots more boxes to go.
Yes. 30 something boxes. I just did a count up. I think we've got 31 boxes. What we're doing next is making sure that tile's square, which it is, and its little aerials against the wall, the edges. All these need a cut, and the cut is approximately 0.5 centimetre all the way along. So the plan is we've got all these square, starting there because that is the furthest away, and then the next tile will be a half, cut with its diagonal.
This will be a half, then it'll be a hole, then it'll be a half, then it'll be a hole. All in time, we're now having to match those lines down there and
All the way along.
That line there.
Yes.
All the way along.
Well, I started the day tidying up. Put all the rubbish in the skip. I just left for these big boxes I need to break down. We'll put them in recycling, I think. All the other stuff, cardboard and that lot that we threw away was contaminated with building products and stuff like that. So obviously that's no good for recycling. So, just wiped down all the tiles that was laid yesterday. And getting ready to start the first cut of the new tiling experience, let's say. So, first one cut. It lines up nice. There's a little bit of a gap there, which is intentional, so I can just put a little bit of grout between the tile and the edge of the trim. And it's worked. Now, it's really, really disorientating. It's a very, very optical illusion. The tiles actually look crooked that way because this step goes that way. Anyway, the square, which is awesome. Now to continue. Okay, got the jacket off. Done with the full tiles that have been cut down to be in line. So these are all the offcuts. As you can see, that's the smallest one, and that's the biggest one. Just measured. I wasn't far off from my guesstimation of 18 centimetres. On one side of the big tile, the biggest bit that's left is 18, and the other side is 19, so I'm far off. But it's worked. It's looking good. Hang on, I'll just come down, and that'll give you a better idea. There you go. We set this line using the laser based on this wall because we just didn't have a straight point that we could go to. So as you can see, this wall is at an angle. Never mind. I think I've achieved something I'm going to look back on and go, I did that and it actually worked, which is pretty damn cool for me. Oh yes. Dun dun dun. All the cuts done. Brilliant. Lillian's on her way home from work now. I will be very soon. So she wants to do the floor laying with me this afternoon. I did suggest to make a start and she said, no, because you'll just stress. Just concentrate on getting the cuts done, and the cuts have taken a lot longer than I expected anyway. So that suits me. I'll be a labourer mixing the mix, and she can be the tiling extraordinaire again. Right. So, we laid the tiles yesterday after Lillian got home from work. And they're all nice and secure and solid. I've just washed them off. Looking really good. I now have to do a little bit of modification to the floor. And just over there, it's a little bit too high. We thought it would be, but we wanted to get the first tiles laid and then use a straight edge and find out. and we used this piece of metal profile. Yes, it is a little bit too high, but not by much. But as you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to make that out. I'm hoping you will. I'm sure you will. The floor is level. That's amazing. Obviously the spirit level that I got is only a metre, I think, or 90 centimetres. So I've used this 3 metre length of profile that we know is straight. That is it. Well happy. So, we're due more rain this afternoon, and a considerable amount apparently. So I won't be getting much else done, but I'll get more prep work done. Okay, right, I'm just showing you the reason why it's up so high. So, metal profile now is on top of a tile, and actually the bubble's level. And this piece here, I've just lifted it completely off. So that would have to be the finished level of the tile. So as you can see, it is bad. And it's actually raised it up there completely. So I need to drop that down, and then it all should be right. There it is, that's all I needed to do. I shall now chip it all out and then try again. If I need to take a bit more, I'll take a bit more. Absolutely awesome. Right, I'll cut that piece out. I may need to chip a little bit more out, but I don't think so. I just need to check in a couple more places. So, I've laid the bar on top of that tile. As you can see, it is absolutely bang on level. So what I've done to imitate what is eventually going to happen is I put a tile at the bottom, just there, and used this piece of card. It's more or less the same thickness as a tile, so that's what I've done. To make sure there's enough room underneath. I believe there is. There may be another little point there that needs looking at, and possibly does, but I will put the tile underneath and do the same thing and make sure. So that's it. Unfortunately, rain has stopped play again.
If anybody ever wanted proof we have dogs, apart from the fact that, Dover, say hello to your public. Somebody tried to get in, this is a fly mesh door, and they went straight through this mesh, broke it. Somebody wanted to get into this room because they thought there was food in there. Somebody chewed, I believe those are teeth marks. There was a rubber stopper on there so that when this door opens, it bashes on the rubber stopper and not on the wall. There are dust bunnies of fur everywhere. Somebody was teething and ate the wall. I could continue, but I'm not going to. Well, we are just watching the rain. He's just being reassured. He's never heard thunder before. And we had a big clap of thunder and he came lickety-split running inside, not knowing what it was. It's all right now though, Dover, isn't it? Good boy. Yeah. It's yawning now, so it's boring, so that's good. That means there's no stress. Good chap.
Well, it's a cold start to the day. We had some serious rain again last night. Hopefully that's it now. So we've got nice clear skies, but it's really, really cold. Hopefully the sun will break through the rest of the clouds and it'll warm up. But I just noticed all the almonds on that tree, and that tree, and that one down there, and that one there. That one further over has got a fair few. Looks like the pomegranate tree's starting to do its thing a bit. This tree is nearly all leaves with a few almonds on. Last year it didn't crop very well. The year before it was amazing. So I guess they go in cycles. Excuse the wind. It's not mine for a change. The fig tree is starting now to push its leaves. I'm getting little figlets. I have made a mistake in not cutting the top branches down like I wanted to earlier, but they've got to be cut, so hopefully that won't be too detrimental to it. And we'll get something sorted over there on our other land, get that all trimmed back, and these things need cutting down. So all in all, it's not too bad. I'm just trying to see if the olives are starting to think about getting flowers yet. Yes. Might not be able to see very well, but just on there, some little flower buds coming. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Hopefully the water won't be too detrimental to them. Yeah. So everything's okay. Everything's okay. With the amount of rain last night, we're actually fortunate that polythene that we put on the kitchen roof worked. I'm just checking around to make sure there's no other issues. No, everything else is fine. We did get a little bit more water up there, but we know what the fix is for that, and some point soon that'll be getting done. Now we did check in here last night, knowing full well that we didn't get any rain come in the last lot of rains, but unfortunately we did. We got some water and there's still little marks of it just down there, but that was okay. We came up, got the mop bucket and mopped it all up, and it's nice and dry now.